Hi y'all, welcome to Healthy Habits. Today I am making an oatmeal bake. So I have been doing the Three Rivers Challenge. It is now June 10th. I haven't been to the grocery store. That's great, and I don't plan on going. So I'm going to be making a breakfast meal that will make 6 servings and last a good long while. So oatmeal bake is pretty simple. Preheat your oven at 350. I've got that going. 6 eggs. This is an 8x8 pan. Now, if you wanted to make even more, a bigger one, 9x12, we'll just double this recipe. That would give you 12 servings. So, 6 eggs. I recommend getting from your local farmer if you can, your own eggs. I don't have that option. I am not allowed to have chickens because I live in an HOA that says we are not allowed to have them. Otherwise, I would definitely try that because we eat so many recipes or just plain old egg, boiled eggs, what have you, that this is a big expense really. So luckily, before this challenge came around, I had plenty of eggs, and also if I run out, I have other things in the freezer that I will be using. All right, so eggs first, 6 eggs, and I just mix it right in the pan. This way it's less mess. So less dishes. That was 1 cup of milk, sorry. And you can use any type of milk. I avoid dairy. Some family members do not take well to dairy, so I have gone to not using dairy myself also. That was oat milk. Since it's an oatmeal bake, I do like the oat milk in it. It's just what I prefer, but you can use regular milk as well, your favorite organic brand. All right, next is applesauce. No sugar added. This is homemade applesauce. Apples are so sweet. If you make your applesauce homemade, you will find that there is no need for sugar. And when you go out to the store to buy applesauce, they put sugar in it, for sure they do. Now mine had cinnamon in it already, so because I made it with the cinnamon at the beginning when I canned it. So if you have some without cinnamon, then you want to add a teaspoon of cinnamon just for flavor and get that mixed all in there. Okay. So we are going to add a little bit of brown sugar. This is where your, even though all these things are sweet, you want just a little bit. So this is a 1/4 cup of sugar, but we're going to use half now and then half again. So 1/8 really of sugar, and then in the mix, and then 1/8 for the topping. Which just reminded me that I do not have the butter. So I'm gonna have to go and get that. All right, so let me finish this part first. All right, so sugar, and then we're gonna put in 2 cups of oats. Put your oatmeal in there. Get that all mixed around. Let it, the oats will just soak up all of that goodness and mix it well so that you've got equal parts of oatmeal and equal parts of egg going, and sugar, cinnamon, so that the tastes are all together, mixed up nicely. Okay, great. Now you can add your fruit. So fruit can be any fruit that you want, or you could just leave it like this, really. I mean, but for added fruit, You're gonna put in 2 cups of, and you can put in your thawed vegetables are fine, or vegetables, sorry, fruit, or fresh. I have lots and lots of strawberries. Strawberries have been phenomenal this season. I have so many in the freezer that I've made jelly, I have made strawberry shortcake, and they're still in the freezer and still ripening in the garden. So this was some that I froze and a little extra that was in the refrigerator. So get that mixed in there, and now you're ready for your topping. I realize that butter is dairy, so you could replace the butter with cold-pressed coconut oil and dawa. We're gonna take the rest of the brown sugar and sprinkle it on the top. This kind of gives it a little bit on the topping, like a topping kind of thing. Makes it get crispy and brown nicely on the top. And you're gonna use 1 tablespoon of butter. And I'm just gonna take this and chop it into 6 little pieces or more, tiny little pieces, and then sprinkle those on top as well. 6 or 8 little pieces here. And that way, again, you have equal amounts, because you're gonna cut this into 6 portions when it's done. Easy. Pop it in the oven, 30 to 35 minutes. I usually put it in for 30 and then I check. And if I can touch it and it doesn't bounce back, it's not squishy, it bounce back, it's done. If it's squishy, then I pop it right back in for a couple more minutes. Set it out on a rack to cool. 6 breakfast meals right here with very little effort. Can store for the 6 days. It'll be perfectly fine in the refrigerator in airtight containers. I use these Pyrex glass bowls with a nice secure lid, but you use what you have. And low sugar. There was no added sugar except for the brown sugar. The rest is natural sugars from your fruit. So healthy breakfast meals and prepped up for the week. So while the oatmeal bake was baking, I did my 20-minute workout, and now I'm going to prep some veggies. So I work all week. I don't want to have to spend hours in the kitchen cooking when I get home, or prepping up, grabbing something at work that's not healthy because I didn't pack it up. So one very healthy habit that I have started is prepping way ahead of time. So that might mean that I have made a freezer meal and put it in the freezer. That might just simply mean that I've chopped some vegetables, washed and chopped vegetables ahead of time, and they're ready to go to put in salads or to steam up for side dishes or to throw into dishes. So one way to make sure that you are not just grabbing whatever and going, which was a lot of what I was doing previously. Busy mom sometimes worked 2 to 3 jobs, running around. You think, oh, well, I'm just gonna run through the drive-through. But instead, when you've got food at home, right? You've been to the store or you've done your own, whatever. And, but now I've changed that mindset, and a few hours in the kitchen, prepping, washing, chopping, and preparing, so that through the week we have good meals to eat and not just grab it and going, is just made my life so much easier, and the food is better. It tastes better. It is healthier for me. The fresher you can get, of course, the better, right? The more nutrients you're going to get. Eating it raw in your salads going to give you many more nutrients than if you cook it. But I'm going to use this broccoli in my salads to start for a couple of days, and then I'll steam it up and put it in with some other vegetables, or I'll make a stir fry with some. And the broccoli will be used by the end of the week in some fashion, but it's already chopped up and ready to go. I don't have to cut it up and be late getting a meal also, because I don't like to eat real late. I can always just be a age thing, but I don't eat late into the night. I have my last meal by about 5:30. I may have some herbal tea or something in the evening, but then I don't have my next meal till I get up in the morning, and so that helps with my digestion, etc. But however, whatever works for you, you got to think about your time. If you are wasting a lot of time prepping a meal, and it takes you 2 hours to cook a meal, and you don't eat till 7. Okay, in between, you were probably picking and eating whatever because you were hungry, right? Or you said, oh, I don't want to wait that long. I need to go somewhere else and pick up something that is not nutritious. So this is why I prep. And since I've gotten to this habit, it's made my life a lot easier getting your meals prepared. So you need, again, good containers. And you might think I work for Tupperware, but I do not. But I do. They make it so easy for you. So easy. Whatever you're storing in it, there's a little picture, right? And then whether it gets a little air, some air, no air, sealed tight, ready to go. I'm going to chop my carrots now and put them in there. I've already got my broccoli done. Cauliflower's already in the refrigerator. I'll see what else is in the garden later and wash and take care of that as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like if you like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more.